Hey everyone, my name is Blake Bowers, and today I'll be showing you how to edit a photo and turn a black and white the image on the left here into the black and white image on the right, all using Lightroom. So I'll just start out by talking about this image a little bit. So in this moment, we were walking around um, this area in Utah, and my friend was just walking along, and I could see the scene unfolding. He was beginning to walk right in front of this beautiful rock figure, and so I just had him. I just politely asked him to step back and walk into the frame. I knew he was walking into the frame, but I just asked him to go ahead and start walking forward. Okay, and so I really like the outcome of this image. I think it turned out really well. Uh, so usually how I like to start is I'll come in and crop just a bit if I need to. And this one doesn't really need it too much. And what I'm looking for is about the same distance from this point to this line, and from this line to the human figure. And that feels pretty good. And the other thing I like to do is, after we click black and white, go over here and just see what we're working with by taking up the highlights and the whites. As you can see, we have lots of highlights to work with, so that's good. And now we can take down our blacks and see that we have all sorts of interesting lines to work with. So we'll just reset all those by double clicking and start off by bringing the exposure down, contrast up a little bit, bring those highlights up, whites, maybe our blacks down. Okay, and we'll go in and select the sky. And what I like to do with the sky is bring that dehaze up, because as you can see, it just darkens and really brings in, it really makes that rock stand out. Okay. Now I'll just take a radial gradient, zoom out, and sort of just create a vignette over to bring even more focus into the rock and the human figure here. So once you have the radial gradient where you want it, you can go up here and just select invert, and it'll invert that for you, and you can bring down the exposure or the highlights for a more sort of indiscreet or more subtle way of vignetting. I like to do a little bit of both. Okay. And already that's looking pretty good. So now what I'll do is I'll just I'll take a paintbrush and I'll bring up the highlights and whites, maybe add some clarity and just paint. Photographers have been doing this for many years, even before digital became a thing, even before Photoshop became a thing. If you can imagine doing this in the dark room, something called burning and dodging. I've never done it myself because I'm too young. But I can be grateful for Photoshop and Lightroom because you know, if you overdo it, you can always go back. So just go crazy. Or if you feel you've painted over too much, then you can come back and you can bring down or intensify it a bit. Wait, what you just painted. So. Okay. Now let's go in. I'm just going to select the subject. And make him stand out a little more. I can bring down the blacks. Increase clarity. Maybe bring up the highlights a little bit. I can see there's some highlight on the shoulder. And what I'm doing is making that human figure stand out more. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I'll just get another brush, and this time we'll go over the darks. And just paint. You know, and keep in mind, the darker you go on the outside, and then come in with the lighter, it just really gives the image some depth. You can do it without even really having the viewer notice that there is vignetting going on, added vignetting. Okay. Just gonna bring a little bit more highlights to up in these areas around the person, around our friend here. Being careful not to blow out all of our highlights. Okay, I'm just going to select the darks and bring that up just a little bit. You know, it's okay to have a little bit of our darks and our highlights blown out, but not too much. I try and keep it relatively balanced. And that looks pretty good. Let's just go back and compare now. Okay. That's a pretty simple, quick edit. You can go more. You can go more in depth and make it even more contrasty or less so. But yeah, it's and the one last thing about the figure down here is it's nice. You can I'll just show you. So if, for example, if you had a figure, if you had a human in your image, or you had a subject, it stands out even more if it isn't getting lost in with the background. For example, if this grass was directly behind, what we could do is take our eraser tool or the healing brush and just get rid of some of the grass right there. And it makes our subject stand out even more. So there you have it. If you guys have any other suggestions on anything that any questions that you have, anything else you want me to make a video on, please go ahead and comment. And I'll be happy to help. So thanks a lot for watching this. I hope it was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I hope you guys have fun. That's what it's all about. Thank you. Thanks again, and take it easy.